3, 2,
Let's go, Nemo.
1.
Oh my god! That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so scary. You did it. Okay, thank you. It was off for like a brief second. Right. It was really brief second.
And you got the dragon's breath.
Okay, thank you so much.
What do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach? How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only
Why
match.
you should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, it's 2023. We should imply what color Santa's balls are.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were. Yeah.
Is that not the joke? I'm
might get that
21
one.
years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
What's a chess player's favorite TV show?
What?
Pawn Stars. I didn't write these, okay?
Oh god. Oh god.
How do you make a chessboard laugh? Check.
How?
Tell it a nightmare joke. Why did the chess player go to jail? It's really bad. It's really, really bad, okay?
Yeah, that's why I gave up on guessing it.
Because they can't control their pawn addiction.
It does not even make sense. How did the chess player propose
To their partner.
on a castle?
No. They got down on one knee and said, "Will you be my mate?"
Uh-huh. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, you think chess players are getting girlfriends?
Okay. We can skip that one.
Yeah.
What I have in my hands here
Yep.
are just some little baby noodles.
Oh, they're so cute.
So these
Don't scare the snakes.
are month-old reticulated pythons. Let's go ahead and bring them.
Yeah, I can hold it.
You're welcome to just support their body.
second. Support their bodies
Yes.
you can show them to stream.
Hello.
We
Wow,
love
they've got long
snakies.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of feels like it's choking me.
Oh, she's not holding it.
Okay, this is. She's not
That's just her
trying
body
to.
weight on
That's just. She's just this heavy.
That's
Okay,
good.
great.
My baby
I feel like I'm getting choked.
Oh my god, Nemo, you are actually fearless.
Alright, now I can go on to this side.
Can I tap out?
Oh my god.
No, it's okay.
Nemo,
I got it.
holy moly. Oh my god.
So lean forward.
Oh my god. This is insane.
Happy 420. Do you know what 420 is?
420?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what 420 stands for?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, chat. He doesn't know what 420 stands for.
Wait, what does 420 stand for?
Yeah, it stands for April 20th. Of course. That's what it stands for. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You have to update me.
Do you know what 69 stands for?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. 420 is when you
Oh, is
smoke
that-
weed. Yeah, and it's like 420.
Oh, I think I've actually heard about that. before.
Okay.
I didn't know it was 420.
Alright, you go.
I'm thinking if I move my queen here,
Oh, wait. Where?
like I'll move it to e10.
E10. Where's E10? Wait.
Nothing.
Wait, where is E10? I'm so confused.
Nothing. It's not on the board actually.
Wait, was that a nuts joke or something that I missed?
No. That'd be weird and out of pocket. Anyway,
Look at the chat and Nemo's Twitch channel, loving every minute. 10-6-6. She's gonna have to dodge a lot of bullets here. Pulte for now looking for a king, a 10, or a 7. Plenty of backdoor draws, including the 3-3. Needs a king, 10, 7, or 3, or this tournament is over. And this tournament is over. Nemo gets the job done. She's stunned, but she's the champion.
Thank you so much, Pulte. It was a pleasure to play against you. Thank you.
Nice
Thank
job.
you. Oh my god.
Spend it wisely.
I will.
Okay, 5 push-ups. You guys ready? Ah! Oh my god, I'm slipping. Okay, I'm gonna do it against the doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello everybody, hope you guys are all doing well today. Good afternoon. It is a little bit chilly over here, so I have bundled up. But hope you guys are having all a wonderful, wonderful start to your weekend. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited because we have a whole IRL day planned with a camera person. So I'm super hyped. We're gonna have an awesome Valentine's Day together. We have some winter activities as well as some Valentine's Day themed activities and all that good stuff. Yo, Smashing On, thank you so much for the tier 2. Welcome back to your 57th month. Look who is here to say hello. It's the kitty cat. Let's hope that he ends up going to his spot. I think he's going to. There might be a chessboard in his way, so I'm going to take this out of his way. And then we'll patiently wait for him. Oh, there he is. Let's see if he knocks off the Labubu. I was filming, so I was just using his cat tree as my stand, as usual. Oh, looks like he might be cooperating today. Oh, no, he's gonna chew on the Labubu box instead. And this is why it's still being kept in its plastic. Alright. Now that he's up in his cat tree, we'll put the chessboard back. We're gonna zoom it out. We have a cat in a cat tree. Yes, it's a Catsco proof container. There we go. He has clocked in for work, therefore stream can commence! Oh, nice. Hell yeah. If you guys have Valentine's Day plans, don't worry, I won't be offended if you skip stream. It's actually kind of great that Valentine's falls on a Saturday. Everybody should be able to, hopefully, well, if you have a date, hopefully be able to treat them. Or take them out, or get treated, whatever it is. Yo, Donut Valley! I love your username. What the heck? Thank you so much for the prime. I must have not, like, consciously clocked in my head when you subbed the first time around, because I would have remembered that name. But welcome back to the pool party, Donut Valley. And thank you so much, Ulan, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you. You watched my matches yesterday? Dude, for a moment, when you said that, I had a slight panic attack. Because I was like, what matches? Because I don't remember playing any chess matches recently. And, like, the only chess matches I did, I was making, like, hilarious faces for the content. And I was just there panicking. I was like, oh my god, did you watch some, like, unedited, cringe, like, puzzle short I filmed? But no, it was Balatro. I forgot that I played a Balatro match yesterday. Whew! I'm excited for the season of Major League Balatro 2. Sometimes my brain is just like, well, I was also watching poker videos because I accidentally did not realize that these have 40 milligrams, and I was just like, of caffeine in them. And yesterday night, it started out with 12 pieces, and there's 4 currently. And this all started yesterday. So I might have taken 300 milligrams of caffeine during the Balatro heads-up matches last night, and I could not for the life of me sleep. I could not sleep. And I was just there like, they're like energy and focus mints, and they just have 40 milligrams. 40 grams would kill me. 40 milligrams of, so I think I took like, yeah, I think I took like 7 shots of espresso last night. And I just didn't realize. I had no idea how many mints. I was like, these taste kind of good. And I just kept like putting them in my mouth when I was playing Balatro. You guys can check the VOD for yourselves to see how many I took. But I just kept taking them. And anyways, I could not freaking sleep until like 4 a.m. last night, so I was just watching like I was just watching poker videos up until a certain point, and I was just so confused because usually I feel like I sleep okay. But yeah, I was like, bruh, why was I not able to sleep? And then this morning, I come and I take a look, and I'm like, how many milligrams? Oh my gosh, it is 40 milligrams per mint. Per mint. Bro, I was doing everything I could to relax. I'm not saying these poker videos were boring, but they weren't exactly riveting. So, you know, I was watching them with the hope that I would eventually fall asleep, and I was just there like, this, even this is not putting me to sleep. I'm looking at all these, like, anyways. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a microdose, no. So, these are dangerous, and I am no longer going to just chain eat them. But after Baladra yesterday, I was so confused. I'm like, why am I so hyper? It's like a macrodose. Yeah. Well, Galvan's great, but I was trying to figure out some, just some Hold'em stuff. So, anyways, less coffee today. Actually, I got very little sleep last night, so I'm probably gonna be okay. Yeah, but I mean, it was 4 a.m. and I was just more confused than anything else. I would much rather just be able to sleep, so I was trying to sleep, but regardless, it's fine. It's fine. So yes, the Blood Show yesterday, if you guys missed that, was great. We played against Raffle. I got coaching from Turtle, Bean, and Zeno, right before then. And yeah, it's a good time. I was so over caffeinated last night, and I was just beyond confused about like why I was, but I'm really glad that I figured it out. And I learned that Shoot the Moon is not good in Ghost Deck, so I learned a lot, but we're gonna do a VOD review at some point. Potentially even with. So I actually came to the conclusion in my lack of sleep last night that the real mistake was not necessarily the fact that I took Shoot the Moon and tried playing around it. The real mistake is that once I found the re-trigger and I had so many Red Seal Queens with foil on them, I should have obviously stuck Glass and just given up the fact that I have Mime. And if I have Mime, I have Mime. Sure, fine, whatever. I should have just pivoted. And in my complete lack of sleep, I finally figured that out. I finally came to the conclusion that I should have just not been playing Shoot the Moon at some point. But yeah, so it's all good. All good. Lessons were learned. But no, this is Balatro. If you are going to watch the Balatro, I don't think this is a spoiler. I can't imagine people going into my VODs to rewatch 3 rounds of Balatro, but I played Heads Up Balatro against Raffle last night and went 1-1 into the last one, and I just horrendously misplayed it. So yeah, I agree. I think so too. I think I should have just ditched Shoot the Moon, gotten Glass, stuck those on my Red Seal Queens. I had so many Red Seal Queens. I had a much better deck than he did, and I might have even won. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But honestly, it's fine, because I also figured from yesterday, honestly, I was getting, like, the more I was playing Balatro, the more panic I was feeling about my poker, because I have put poker on pause again for 2 weeks, and this is the year I told myself that I'm gonna, like, really grind poker. I'm gonna study all the time. I'm gonna do all these, like, lessons and courses and stuff like that, and I'm like, frick, I am so far behind in poker. Like, forget Balatro. Bro, I need to be studying poker. So, anyways, that was also another 5 a.m. thought when I couldn't sleep. Yes, I had a lot of tunnel vision during those Balatro games, but it was a lot of fun. It was really fun. I like playing things semi-competitively. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. But we're gonna be in this Balatro Major League season for up until April, I believe. I think I'm not, don't count me out for the quarterfinals or something like that, but I doubt I'm gonna make it, so we're gonna get there eventually. And today, we are going to be doing Flex Friday. So as some of you guys might know, this upcoming week is going to be Chinese New Year, so Lunar New Year. Happy Lunar New Year to everybody. Yeah, it's true, Uncultured. Honestly, I have figured out the hack for getting more hours of poker in. It's simply just not sleeping, because I usually sleep quite a lot. I need my 8 hours of sleep, honestly. But yeah, it's a little Stormtrooper mug. 新年快乐,恭喜发财. All that. So yeah, it should be a really good time. But we're gonna be doing Lunar New Year-ish things. I'm saying ish because it's so close to Valentine's Day. I have an IRL stream planned for tomorrow, which is for Valentine's Day, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a New Year's stream in, but we'll see. We'll see. So officially, my year has started. I don't know about your year or how it's going, but I am personally ready for a brand new start to my year. So on the 17th, if you have had a horrendous start to your 2026, it's okay, because it's a brand new New Year's resolution set. It's good time for a restart. You can wish everybody Happy New Year again. The good news about Chinese New Year, it's that there's actually 3 official days, the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And on top of that, because the entire country of China basically takes a 2-week vacation, this is like the one time a year you get a chance to like go on vacay. Everybody goes home. It's insane the amount of like traffic you get around. It's absolutely crazy. So it's like, it's literally 2 weeks. Chinese New Year is 2 weeks, so you can just celebrate Chinese New Year for 2 weeks, and if at any given point it's not going well, that's all right, you can just restart. Now, Paris, Burgundy, London was awesome. I enjoyed that very, very much. We'll hopefully have more exciting places to go and visit, but I don't know if you guys know about this yet. Thailand is unfortunately not happening, like, in the next few months. So, if you were the one person in Thailand hoping to meet me, because I have actually looked at my demographics. I don't have a lot of Thai people. I do have a lot of, like, Southeast Asia in general, like Singapore and stuff. Thailand specifically. But yeah, if you were, like, the one person in Thailand and Bangkok hoping to meet me, unfortunately that is not happening at the current time. So, I apologize, but, we will be doing a lot of other stuff. So yeah. And thank you so much, Kartik, for the dono on YouTube. If you want to chat, come on over to Twitch so I can actually read comments. I'll like look into YouTube every now and then, but like, it's so much easier if you just chat on Twitch for me. So, yeah, it's New Year soon. It is New Year soon. It's a good time. So today, what we're going to be doing is Flex Friday. For those of you who have not been here for Flex Friday before, it's a really good opportunity to win 50 bucks, which actually reminds me, I forgot to put this as a story on my Nemo Chess account. Whee! But yeah, we're gonna be doing Flex Friday, and we give out every 2 weeks-ish, give or take, because sometimes I will take a little time off of PC streams, so you guys can't get Flex Friday if I take time off of a PC stream. But when I'm not taking time off of a PC stream, and we're actually at the PC, we do run Flex Friday. And Flex Friday is your perfect opportunity to submit a game for the chance to win 50 buckaroos. The best game wins 50 buckaroos. I do pin a message on YouTube, but as you guys know, I don't think people read. I think reading is a bit of a lost art. We might need to give a lesson on how to read, because once people read, it's gonna be unstoppable. Everybody will know where to go, when to be, but until people read, it's not happening. So yeah, moral of the story is nobody reads anything ever. And okay, let's see. All right. This week's theme are horsey games. Games that feature usage of your knight. Sounds good? Sounds good. And the reason for that is actually, in case you guys didn't know, it is almost Year of the Horse, is where this is all going. Now, my whole conversation about like Chinese Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year and all that stuff is that it's this year's Year of the Horse. So make sure you guys are submitting games that are relating to the horse. It can be openings that utilize the horsey. It can be games where you sacrifice the horsey. It can be games where your horsey was overwhelmingly dominating. And if you're not familiar with Lunar New Year or all that stuff, that's okay, no worries. And also, if you're not Chinese, that's okay, because we're all in a very Chinese phase of our life. You met me at a very Chinese time in my life right now. I feel like at this point, you know, Chinese culture went from being suspect, from getting bullied for taking my leftovers in these, oh my gosh, dude. So, long story, in Finland, you get food at school. Like, you do not need to bring anything to school. You bring your backpack with your books, whatever. And you have a lunch buffet, unlimited. Eat all you want. I used to steal bread all the time. It's because these, like, peruna, I don't know what they're called, but they're like these potato flat pancakes. They were kind of expensive. They were like €3 for like a pack of 8 or something. And I would always just put butter on them, make little sandwiches, and bring them back home. Because, yeah, we didn't want to spend that much money on those potatoes. Anyways, so I used to yoink bread from school all the freaking time. But basically in Finland, it's like you get a buffet. It's a lunch buffet. We are only in school between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. So you get lunch buffet. If you need food, if like your family can't afford other meals, they will help you out. But usually that's what you get. So yeah, it's just free lunch. It's pretty much unlimited. I mean, I guess if you went back and forth all the time and put everything in your bag, teachers would start saying something. But I never got in trouble. I would always just take something home. No problem. So, anyways, free food at school comes out of taxpayer dollars. In Canada, no such thing as free lunch, I guess, unless at specific school. So when I first started going to school in Canada, like I went to some random school. The very first year I came to Canada because, like, you know, you have to go to a school within your postal code in Canada. My mom would, like, I kid you not, I wish I still had this tin can, but she was like, okay, well, in Finland, you would always get hot, fresh food. So she would cook me so much stuff. And, like, it would be dumplings. It would be, like Chinese style, like, pork ribs on rice. It was like, no, it was not little. I wish I had something. I don't even have something that big, but it was a 3-tiered. It had 3 layers on it. It was like 1 layer here, 1 here, and then 1 here. It was like a snowman tin, and it was like about this big, and there were 3 levels. There was like your pork ribs, there was like your on top was always the steamed dumplings and stuff, and then pork ribs, and then rice. It was the giant metal tins, and like, dude, I got bullied so much with the clasps. Yeah, I got bullied, and it was like I had to ask the teacher for help because because there's still steam inside, right? Like, it's still hot when she packs it, so it steams up and it creates like this pressure inside, and then I would have to ask the teacher to like open it because I couldn't open it. Anyways, I got bullied unbelievably for that, and then at some point, my Polish friend at school taught me that you can just simply get pierogies. So, and put it in like a little plastic container, and the school would have a microwave and you can just heat it up. So anyways, I eventually learned that I can trade my mom's homemade dumplings for basically anything at school, because my friends, like, I would trade it for like I would trade like 2 dumplings or something for like a lunch. What are those called? My parents never bought me these, but it's like the ones that have the crackers and the cheese and like the little ham bits in it. Like, I would trade my fresh food for the most processed Lunchables. Yeah, my mom would never buy me Lunchables because she was like, that's way too freaking expensive. I'm not buying that. And she would just like, she would like give me like, she would hand make like sushi rolls sometimes. Yeah, I learned economics from a young age. So anyways, I just find it really funny that Asian culture, Chinese culture is like making such a big comeback. Cause like, yeah, I know, I was trading no, people would trade me so much. My mom always made sure, and then unfortunately my dad like moved to Finland for more work, and then she got a little too busy, so I, like everybody else, had to eat terrible school food. Okay, the food at my school in high school was so bad, it was just poutine or pizza, so I started taking like the $5 she would give me every day for food, and I would save that up, and I would either go eat at my friends, like my friend's parents ran like this tiny little counter in a very broken down mall right by our school, so I would either take it there once I saved up enough, or I would go and buy Subway gift cards. Not to go to Subway, but because at that time, the Riot Games client allowed you to trade in Subway gift cards for RP. And it was pretty much a one-to-one. So I would buy Subway gift cards and then trade that in for RP to buy League of Legends skins. So it was like, do I want to eat lunch or do I want a skin? And I usually wanted a skin. So what I would do every lunch, because school lunch was so awful, like it was better that I did not eat that food in high school, and my mom didn't have time to pack me food anymore. I would just go around like walking, like our school is 2 stories. It was pretty big. It was just like a Canadian high school, like with 1,000 kids going from grade 9 to 12. I would just walk around and just ask everybody like, oh, do you have lunch? And like my friends would always give me lunch. Like, they'll be like, I have an apple. Do you want an apple? I'd be like, nah, I don't want your apple, but thanks. No, I was literally, like, just going around. Because, like, I know my friends would always have their parents pack them stuff. And I'll be like, so what do you have? Yeah, I was getting bullied for my food, but then I found out the hack is to not bring in a giant-ass tin can. And to just bring it in, like, nobody needs a 3-course meal for lunch the way that we did in Finland. Because in Finland, you would have the salad bar, you would have the bread station, you would have the warm foods. And then if we were on like a special day, we would have desserts. So for example, on Ash Wednesday, we have these things that are like little donuts. It's very similar to Polish culture actually. Or like on Christmas, the week of Christmas, they would have these random cakes or whatever it is. Like it was basically a 3-course lunch every single time when I went to school in Finland. So for the first like half a year living in Canada, my parents thought that I needed that that set menu. And I was like, bruh, just give me a plastic container that can hold my dumplings and I will take that to school. And that got a lot better. So I didn't have to haul like this huge ass tin, and instead I would like my friend who was Polish just brought her pierogies in like a Tupperware, so I just started bringing stuff in a Tupperware, and it got so much better. Like honestly, like I did not have like, dude, those containers literally look like you could put a plutonium, what's it called, like, you know when scientists in sci-fi shows carry around like plutonium or uranium in like a canister? It was literally like that big. It was literally like it's like, it was huge. It's literally like used for hazardous material. And I was like, yeah, I'm bringing the demon core to school. Like, man, I don't know about this, guys. So anyways, I learned that I can just bring in Tupperware and then heat it up. So basically, we just found easier foods that we were able to bring to school. Yeah, and like you can just heat it up at school instead of keeping it hot the whole time, is what I discovered is how North Americans do it. But yes, it's very common in large parts of Asia. Yeah, it's because your parents tier out your food for you, or your help, or whatever it is. Whoever helps you with food, they tier it out for you. They don't do that. It's very not common in North America to bring to school a 3-course meal. So Yeah, I just stopped bringing to school 3-course meals. Yep. In Norway, we didn't get any food in school. Well, that's sad. What did you guys eat then? What the heck? Well, I used it mostly for trade. I would trade it not just for food. I would trade it for stickers and stuff. Just like random stuff. I learned from a very young age the skill of bartering. Yeah. I am like the actual in your Asian phase too. That's funny. I've bartered so many things, man. I don't know. It was funny. You just brought a sandwich and chest to school. Yeah, I mean, at some point when I got, like, if I had time before school, I would make myself a sandwich or something in high school. But eventually I just got kind of lazy. I also really only brought food to school because I had a friend whose, like, parents would never pack them anything and never gave them any money either. So I was just like, well, we shall find food together. Like, my mom always, like, made sure there was food, but it was always, like, she was in such a rush in the mornings that it was, like, Hot Pockets or whatever. And it was just like, I like Hot Pockets, but the school food was just awful. It was always pizza or poutine, and she would give me the money, and I just wouldn't want to eat that. So it was just like, alright, well, I'll go find snacks, I guess. But yeah, anyways, I just developed a habit of asking everybody for food. It was easier. Hot Pockets hit. I just don't want to have a Hot Pocket a day. One Hot Pocket a week is fine. Yeah. I mean, this was in Canada, so can't imagine. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, Terror. Hell yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like school cafeterias should offer healthier options in general. So, I would just say that's probably my take. I think school systems should encourage healthier eating habits. At least when you're young. It's not like end of the world, but yeah. Healthy food is so expensive. I don't know, man. It's true. Oh, really? That's crazy, Alexander. I feel very, very grateful. I'm very lucky, I think, that I grew up in Finland and I experienced delicious school lunches. And, like, the crazy thing was, everybody around me when I was a kid in Finland would complain endlessly about the school food. And I was like, hey, yo, you guys we're eating, like, fresh cooked salmon. Like, sure, Finland doesn't exactly... At that point, I didn't know because I never really traveled, like, eaten elsewhere. I didn't really understand that Finnish food didn't have much flavor. But I was like, I mean, lohikeitto is pretty good. And now I think about those school meals, right? And it's like... I don't know, man. A salmon soup at a restaurant and the salmon's overcooked a lot of the time is like 20 bucks. And our school was doing it fine. I still remember the flavors. It's like this kind of creamy, like, milk broth with potatoes and dill and, like, cooked salmon. And this, you know, the salmon is, like, relatively fresh because Oulu would get all the fish from... Like, the fish is not traveling that far for us to get the salmon. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Tromsø Olympia. People were definitely complaining about getting salmon every day. And I'm just like, dude, I played in this tournament up in Norway, in Tromsø. It was pretty far north. There was caviar at breakfast. It was really interesting. There were like 3 types of caviar at breakfast because it's just one of those things that's in the area. It's just like, yep, we got caviar. Have fun, enjoy. At that point, at 14, I didn't really understand the concept of caviar. I didn't really get it, but like... I can't remember which type of caviar, but I very clearly remember being at that breakfast. Yes, it's just like, there was smoked salmon and there was caviar at that breakfast. Well, I went in the middle of summer to play a chess tournament, let me tell you. There wasn't much going on there. But yeah. My parents' work made me move to Canada. They moved here, they were doing like assistant, post-PhDs at U of T and stuff like that. So, yeah. I mean, it is the Olympiad. The Olympiad's pretty cool. Okay, so things are going very well. We'll see how well they go once we start looking at people's games. Well, the options for food in Finland were not that high. I mean, were not that bountiful. You had fish, mostly salmon, and you had potatoes, and then you had milk. And those were more or less your 3 options. And like different types of rye. A lot of rye. I love rye bread. Like, I'm a big fan of rye bread. In Finland. I would say the weather in Finland's kind of depressing, and I had a couple of classmates that were perhaps a little depressing. But other than that, not particularly. Dude, I have literally not just played chess in the middle of nowhere in a barn, I have stayed in barns in Finland. I kid you not, I went to a freaking chess camp one time, and like, they took camp a little too literally, because we got there and we realized you actually needed to camp. Like, for the base fee to get in, you had to bring your own tent. It was like communal showers and baths. And obviously there's like multiple saunas, but it was literally a freaking camp. And we were there like, yeah, I think we're not camping. So it was an actual freaking camp, man. And then we were like, okay, how much is it to get one of these cabins? And we got a cabin. But yeah, my family and I camped literally once. We were really excited about getting the tent, setting it up. We spent hours trying to set it up. And then we went camping once and we all got bug bites and it was so cold and so wet. And we were like, all right, we're not camping again. So we would do we do all the outdoorsy stuff, but we don't actually physically camp. Like, I have so little interest in being fed to the bugs. And it's freaking cold. So it was a crazy time. It was a crazy time. But yeah, it was literally like, it was a little too literal. It was way too literal. It was literally a camp. Yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely. It makes a lot of sense. I have nothing against people who like to go camping and, you know, all that stuff. I just can't handle it. I really dislike bug bites. Really dislike bug bites. And I hate the cold. I am outdoorsy if it's a controlled environment, if that makes sense. Like, I am okay if I get to bug spray a ton, and I'm okay if I get to go back indoors at the end of the night to something clean and a hot shower. Like, I can spend my whole day outdoors, no problem. I can go for a 10-hour hike, 12-hour hike. I've done a couple of really crazy hikes in Germany, but like, at the end of the day, I just want to be able to sleep on a soft bed with hot showers and like, yeah, just no deep wood camping is what I'm trying to say. Dude, I would tap out of chess camp like so much faster than chess boxing. I just have so little interest in being like, camping is literally just being like, yes, please sacrifice me to the mosquitoes and all the other bugs out here. Like, that's literally what camping is. Like, no, thank you. That just doesn't sound fun to me. I don't know who invented that, but I'm just like, Bruh. But even if you have a tent, it's so hard to keep them out. It's so hard to keep them out. Yeah. Yeah. Canby reminds me why humans build houses. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. No. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like bugs. I'm fine with spiders. I just don't like bugs. Alright, well. I don't know what that is, Hema. I'm scared to ask. Well, one of my favorite shows in the entire world is Alone. Arctic. Have you guys watched this? It hits a little too close to home. And by home, I mean the Finnish Arctic. Because this is literally what my dad thought would be really fun to do in the winter. I kid you not. Okay, you know how like for some reason, guys hit a certain age and they're like, oh yes, let's go fishing. Well, my dad has always been into fishing because he actually grew up on a fish farm in China. So back home, my grandparents used to have still have actually these giant fish ponds, and they would like, they grow they have like the fish in there, and then obviously they take them out, but anyways, my dad loves fish. So my dad loves fish. He's always loved fish. But this is literally what I used to do. Like, because he thought this would be fun. And I'm like, this is no part of this is fun. Like, I do not want to cut a hole and sit on a lake in the middle of the winter and like wait for a fish to... I don't know, man. We only did this we did this very infrequently, but this was literally his idea of like a good time. And I was just there like, oh man. And he would go fishing all the time. Like, we would go fishing all the time in Finland. And my mom would be like, is this fish even edible? I'd be like, we don't know. No, not in Ottawa. But I used to, like, hang out with him. And I didn't like waiting for the fish. We've spent so much money on lures and these cages and all this stuff. And anyways, I would just go with my net. And I would just, like, stick my net in the water and just wait. And then anytime a fish, I would just go, whee! So that was my idea of fishing, but my dad was into all this, yeah, into the dad stuff. Yeah. Trying to get with alcohol. It was a pretty good time. It was a pretty good time. But anyways, that's like the plot of Alone. So if you watch Alone, it just hits very close to home. It's very much like, wow, I used to do that. With more tools, obviously, like, they're on Alone, they're limited to bringing 10 items out into the wilderness. But, like, berry picking, yeah. I can recognize berry picking. I mean, berries. I can recognize mushrooms. We usually feed moss to the reindeer. But, like, yeah, you can eat it and stuff like that. And, yeah, anyways. So, right. Yes, these activities are not for everyone, but it's really funny growing up in that kind of environment. They should have Celebrity Alone, where people survive for about 5 minutes. My favorite mushroom are probably morels. Not a mushroom that grows in the north, but I really like morels. No, never went hunting, just fishing. And berry picking. A lot of berry picking. Yeah, they would not survive for 5 minutes out there. Okay, Flex Friday. Best game wins 50 buckaroos. I hope you guys are ready for this. If you have not submitted a game for Flex Friday, I wish my girlfriend did not like berry picking. If you have not submitted a game for Flex Friday, it's free to submit. This week's theme is utilizing your horsey. So just any way possible, if you utilize your horsey, I want to see it. And worst game wins 25. Yeah, I've heard about Survivor. I've never watched it. I have a friend who was on it, I think, and did really well. And that was like their claim to fame, but I don't remember anymore. In the wild, with like 10 items, I probably survive 3 days. I mean, I would be able to get water, because I understand you gotta go get water and then boil it. One of the worst mistakes people do on Alone, this survival show, is not having their water purified. Like, not filtering it, and then not heating it up. And every time they're like, oh, this water is really clean, it's flowing, it's like a pristine lake, there's no pollution. Bro, heat up your water. If you're out in the wild and you have no water, or like, sorry, there's a lake and it looks fresh, heat up that water, man. Like, put on a fire. Oh, you also absolutely need to bring a ferro rod. I have also learned, no matter how good you think you are at the making fire thing, freaking bring a ferro rod. Because, like, the amount of stress I've seen people go through on this show to make a fire, freaking not worth. Just bring a ferro rod. And my other survival tip for being out there alone is to bring plenty of fishing equipment, apparently. Because there's always these people that bring, like, bows and, like, have so much archery experience and you're able to, like, hunt. Man, there was this one season where a guy just brought fishing stuff and, like, metal wires. And he would just literally walk around and have a little, like, hoop on the end of his wire. And he would see a grouse. It's like a large pheasant that can kind of fly, and he would just hook them. Man, you do not need like a bow and arrow. You're probably not catching a bear. There's people out there that catch deer and like and moose. There was this guy that caught a whole moose with just arrow and bow and did not win the season. So like, yeah, it's because it's so hard in the wild when you don't have a refrigerator and you don't have people to like help you catch, like, chop meat up. Being able to have your meat in quantities that you're able to consume is so much easier. So fish and the birds. And those are your two. And then if it starts freezing, fucking good luck. Yeah, trapping. Trapping is a lot easier than hunting, is what I've learned. So this isn't a survival show called Alone. I have so much random knowledge about how to survive in the middle of nowhere, but I don't think I would be able to do it. Like, I have the technical knowledge, I just don't think that I would be able to execute it. Like, yeah, sure, I understand the concept of how to create a mud hut, like, on the side of a ridge, but, like, if I get there, am I gonna do it? I don't think an IRL survival stream would go really well. Yeah, just do your best to avoid the problem. Doing it is probably so different. There's few mosquitoes. They film it so far north. It's within the Arctic Circle. And it's very cold by that point. So. But they literally film it in Canada. It's like always North Saskatchewan or something. Yeah. Dude, I can't start a fire without a ferro rod. Are you kidding? I don't even know if I can start a fire with a ferro rod. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think Catsko would win alone. Have you seen this guy? He needs 3 meals a day. He has learned that if he is, like, optimistic enough and, like, runs into me, like, headbutts me enough at between midnight and 2 a.m., I will feed him. Like, if he does that activity enough, I will eventually cave and give him extra food. Because otherwise, he's gonna be up at 9 a.m. licking my elbow or whatever it is that's out of the blanket. Yeah, he will convince me that he will need food. Also, I don't understand. I have a plenty big bed. He always insists on sleeping exactly where my legs are. Like, it does not matter if I'm trying to sleep on the other side of the bed. He will always, always, always be on top of me. I don't understand. He doesn't even like me petting him during the day. It's just when he's asleep, it's like, I will be on you. Yeah, I'm definitely enabling him. It's fine. Yeah, this is him. up there. Yes. On his heater? True. Funnily enough, I use him as my heater too. My toes are always cold, so I try to stuff my toes underneath him. Okay, sorry, we're still on this very first game. Mega! 69 months! Thank you so much. Nice. Hell yeah. Yes, we're coexisting. Okay, back to Connor McChicken's game. You came at the perfect time, Mega. Connor McChicken has a brilliancy coming up. Using the horsey. I don't even know if this necessarily deserves the brilliancy, because this is a very commonly known trick. If bishop takes, knight takes back, right? If knight takes, you take the bishop. But it is a very cool move. I mean, it is technically a sack. Oh wait, I didn't read your description. Fail, played as black, generational throw. So for fails, he can actually be anything. Connor just happened to throw in a game where he already had a double exclamation mark. Yoink. Yoink. I mean, this is completely winning. Seeing as how I don't even have clocks on this, I have a bad feeling. Oh my gosh. This is, okay, to be fair, who would have thought in this position? I mean, I guess you have two stalemates. You have this one and this one. Oh, you have a few. Okay, it's not like... It's not that hard to accidentally... You have 4 different stalemates. Am I missing one? No, I think that's it. You have 4 different stalemates. I mean, you have quite a few moves, to be fair. Alright, yeah, that's pretty bad. 1 in 4? Sorry, 4. It's like a 1 in 4 chance, basically. A little less than that. You have like a 1 in 6 chance of playing a move that's a draw. In this position. Yeah, none of these are stalemates, so. Yeah, okay. It's like 1 in 6. It's like you rolled the die and you just landed on 1. I know, but I'm not even counting queen moves. I'm counting total queen moves. I didn't calculate it off the top of my head. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 4 out of 8. Yeah, okay, 1 in 4. A little less than that. Yeah. It's not great. It's not the worst. It could be worse. You played something that, yeah, was a draw. Flail! This is my first time playing with someone from Finland, so I sent in my knights. Just kidding. Happy Valentine's. It's a flail. What does that mean? I'm a little nervous to see this. Wait, sorry, what? Why did you just spend all your time? Okay, I don't get how you just timed out here, so I can't pin this game, but... Obviously, it's move 17, bro. Don't spend a minute on one move when your whole game's only 3 minutes long. That's not how you should be doing this. Okay, Flex, played as black. I committed the Botas Gambit early. This better have a good horsey move. This is currently not inspiring. Alright, well, that's not great. Valentine's Day is tomorrow! Valentine's Day stream is tomorrow. I mean, this game better have, like, the most artistic horsey jumps I've ever seen. Because this game is starting off really rough. To be fair, the opponent has not taken Bro's Knights, which is a good sign. Oh my gosh! I mean, yes, this is a flex. Wow, I had no... Absolutely none. 0. I was expecting nothing from this game. And bro just delivers a double horsey checkmate in the middle of the game. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like it. I feel like that's a really good game. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, for the horse! Exactly. Very on theme. Alien Joe played as white. The knights were instrumental in eating all their pieces in a way that didn't rely on forking blunders. That's funny. Good evening, Appa Queen. We'll take a look. This was played with white. Yoink. Yoink. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting this was played with white. I did enjoy London, yeah. I wish I could have stayed for longer. I wish I wasn't so rushed, but it was still a really good time. Do I think this is enough of a flex? I mean, the knights did jump around a ton. I don't think this is really a horsey flex. I'm not feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. We might need to skip that. Oh! Oh no, Cloud! Your game was linking to my arena. Make sure you attach a game, not the arena link. Yeah, what was the opponent doing during this time, honestly? Okay, played as black. Not my best bully game, but I found a nice checkmate. I better be seeing some good stuff from the horsies. Don't forget, if you submit a fail, it can be absolutely anything. Does not need to be a horsey. Okay? I mean, this game can't be a flex because it doesn't... There's no horses! Oh my gosh! There's a horse! The under promotion! Into a checkmate! Yeah, we will take that as a flex. I keep being like... I don't know. The start of the games have just not been very intriguing, you know? They've been very... dry. Not a lot of horse usage. And then the end of the games have just been like, oh yeah, under promotion to a knight. That's kind of nice. I kind of like it. I mean, obviously, bro is already winning, but under promotion is already a sick tactic, so I think we gotta pin that. And of course, if you want to submit, it is going to be through Discord. You are not able to submit through here, so make sure you're submitting through Discord. Okay, Gary Caspavara, flex, played with the white pieces. Normally, I wouldn't flex against lower rated players, but I was ready to end a knight sack for checkmate. And if you're submitting a fail, which is the prize for $25, it can be any game you want. It can be a game you played 20 years ago. It can be a game you played yesterday against your mom. I don't care. Just as long as it's a terrible, terrible game that you're embarrassed. Something you would be embarrassed to show the internet. That's what we want to see. Yoink. And double exclamation, sacrificing the bishop. Sacrificing the horsey. Oh, I like it a lot. Wow, this is actually really cool. Look, both players have checkmate, like, incoming. I mean, this guy just threw away the queen, but it's like, it's kind of cute. That describes most of my chess. Sounds like you're a great candidate for winning $25, buddy. Sounds like you should be on track to winning 25 bucks. I like it. I like these 2 sacks. These are good. Hello? Hello, hello? Flex, played as white. Night sack! It's alright. We're in celebrating the horsey today, so honestly, the standards are still high, but not like crazy high. Ooh, this is good too. Look at how strong the horses are. So if pawn takes, queen takes, which is actually what happened in the game, he gets this rook on a8. A nice sacrifice utilizing the horse. Yeah, I like that a lot. Knight sack! Good games, guys. Embrace the horse. It's gonna be year of the horse. Flex, played with, Flex with the rook sack. I love to sack the rook for the win. Played as white. By the way, Nemo won yesterday. I should call it the Scamdy. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this game. Still mad on you because you roasted me last time we played. I don't remember you at all, but I will take your word for it. This better have some utilizations of a horse, because I see one and it hasn't moved much. Alright, I mean, we never moved the horse. This just doesn't count. The rook sack is nice, but this is year of the horse, not year of the rook. And in fact, if you looked at the Chinese zodiac calendar, there is no rook in it. There is also no cat, because apparently the cat overslept. But there's a tiger. There's a rat. There's an dragon. There's a dragon. Has anyone here watched or read Fruits Basket? There's a rabbit. There's a rooster. There's a monkey. There's dog. But yeah, there's a snake even. But the rook, that never crossed the river. Well, the cow. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually... Yeah, it's an ox. It's an ox, thank you. Not quite the same. Pretty close, though. Honestly, I don't know the difference. If you ask me right now what the difference is between, like, a bull and an ox, I don't know. Yo, thank you so much, Rich! What the hell? For the 50 bucks on YouTube? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there's no other chess pieces in that other than the horse. So this is our year, guys. It's our year. OG RF, played as white. It's all about horsies. Yes, it is. Hello? Any analysis enjoyers? Why is this just not loading? Wow, this is really strange. One sec. An ox is neutered. Fascinating. I don't know why this is just not loading. Well, we don't have an eval bar. So, let's hope you used your horsies in beautiful fashion, because... Wait, have we seen this game before? We have. We have definitely seen that game before. Bro, for sure submitted it in a past Flex Friday. Games that you have submitted in past Flex Fridays will not count, and I will probably actually remember. I play like normal, and suddenly my brain could not think about position a bit. Well, you also did not include whether it's a flex or what your color was, so make sure you're filling out the form correctly, so we have the context for your game and we know what color you are. Was it just the same tactic because it's a Gotham chess course? Honestly, good question. Alright, Pranav! Played as black. Mistyped. Thug Assassin. Oh. Is this still the right link? But you're black? Like you're still good on that? This better have some horsies being sacked. Wait, have we seen this game before? We have seen this game before. I like that theme. Yeah, we have seen this. Did you not win for this one before? I remember this one very clearly because you sacrificed the queen. I love that you have a nice moves database. Here it is. Okay, Plato's white. I don't know why it didn't show up the first time I clicked, but... Oh! 1 horse. 2 horse. Yeah, it's cute. I like the sacrifices. I mean, this one was just a trade, but the second one's a nice sack. What is this? How many pins do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! Pronovs is the 5th for this horsey sack. Nice, Connor. That's the way to go if you're min-maxing your Flex Friday participation for sure. Oops. I just closed one too many. Sorry. I was just trying to keep clear of all the tabs. Alright, so here's a game played by Hima. We'll take a look. I mean, aside from losing the rook, it's not even- Oh my gosh! And Hema finds the knight too! Jeez, sick! Wow! I feel like for a 450, this is extremely good. It's like Anastasia's. There's a name for this exact checkmate. So yeah, that's a really good game. I think that's a really good game. I think we actually need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need to remove Pronov's game. Also, this is a call out to people that if you have not submitted a game for Fail currently has 1 submission. So it's going to win by default unless anybody submits more games. So if you have bad games, I would submit bad games to the Fail category there. Because you're more likely to win. You're much, much, much more likely to win. I'm just letting you know. There's some good contentions and flexes. But not that many, and yeah. Nice game, Hema. I like it a lot. Good utilization of the horsey. Okay, next up, Hamilcar. Almost blunder away the win, but got a knight fork and the knight on a8 supported checkmate after my opponent gobbled up the free rook. Yes, something you can win. You just need to submit it. Yeah, Connor needs some competition, otherwise they're just gonna take home the 25 buckaroos. Sorry, lately I'm playing pretty well. Nice. Only 1 category per week. I mean, I like it. It is actually good utilization of the horsey. I like the queen takes f7 with the sack. Yeah, the knight fork and then the knight supporting the checkmate is not something you see very often. So I think we have to keep the under promotion in. Because the under promotion is going to be really, really good. I think we're going to have to remove this one. This one is so good though. Good utilization of horsey as well. A lot of really good utilization of the horsey, but this one looks cooler because the knight is on a8 delivering checkmate with bishop to c7. I don't know, this one's pretty sick. Alright, we'll pin this one. Okay, Plato's Black. I played that tonight on a stream on another platform. Link to that platform is here's the link, just.com. It's just a fun game, but it is very horsey. Real. A FIDE master. Better see some good horsies. Horsies are so cool. Yoink. Check. Yoink. Oh, it's cute. I mean, I think this is really good. I do think it's a 2100 though. Them blundering so many pieces is a bit of a red flag, so we can't pin it, but still a good game, obviously. Yeah, it's played on the other site that we don't talk about. Okay. Flex, played as white, sack my knight. Ending's a bit messy, but sorry, but winning anyway. Playing as Gorgamol. Twitch, Banerjee. Yes. I mean, I think if you're 2200, I just have high expectations for you already, and the fact that your opponent is just blundering the game away to you is just not gonna bode well for your flex. I like this. I like this queen sack, capturing a horsey. We're gonna look for some better utilizations, maybe knight to e5, because if the pawn takes, oh my gosh, what a nice sequence of moves. I mean, it is very cute. It is very cute. As of all the horsey themes, this is a singular horse sacrifice. And I feel like we can be getting more. Out of it. I think we can be getting more out of it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be... Oh, this one was already supposed to be removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's getting tough. Also, it's a 1900. I feel like I have expectations. To be fair, Reggie's also 1900, but he got a really cool double checkmate. Unfortunately, I don't think this game is going to make the cut. We got a lot of competition today. If you're 1900, I'm expecting to see a lot. I like this one. To sacrifice the bishop into the knight. And it's also rapid. Yeah, okay. Okay. I think the rapid was the stopper. That's the... Nope, can't be a flex. Okay, next up, we got Vivian! Oh, sorry, Vivon, not Vivian. My bad. Played as white, a nice knight sack win. A knight reroute to get advantage. Gosh, that's a bit of a tongue twister. Vivon. I mean, there's a lot of really, really good opportunities for you all to win at a higher ratings. But, ooh, this is cute. I like this knight sack. Threatening checkmate. This is actually a really classic idea of getting the opponent to play like G takes f5. Here, you can't actually play the rook here because they have f4. So it's probably queen here, and then you go like pawn takes or something. And then this horse is actually going to be lost. Oh, I like that queen sack too. Oh man, a lot of nice knight sacks. A lot of nice knight sacks. Okay. Wow, this is difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we going to remove an under promotion? Like, because bro was winning so much already? I think we might need to. There was no need for him to under promote into a knight. I think, unfortunately, it might be this game. Okay, I will let chat decide, because I think this is a close one. What should be pinned? Under promotion. Nice knight sack. So this is the under promotion that you're all looking at. Bro's already winning, completely winning into checkmate. And this guy, yeah, I mean, he had other ways to mate, so I think it's a contest. And this guy played knight to f5. So, Yeah, the under promotion is just not very necessary. I don't think it was necessarily set up. No, the Bros King was just on D3. It wasn't, like, entirely relevant. There was also just checkmate with rook to E3. I mean, put your vote where you think it should go, okay? Like, I'm just saying. I'm just here as the enabler. I'm just here to enable you guys on your voting. Whatever you think is fine by me. I have no strong opinions. Night sack. And if you're on YouTube, voting is on Twitch, because that's where we can create polls. Yay! So yeah, come and join us over here. I just work here. Imagine. Yeah, I think this one is, like, just not very necessary. It's pretty to look at, but you're so winning already. What even is really the point of under promotion? It's in style, but, like, we don't need it. Ba, ba, ba. Ba. Kind of wish I submitted the fill instead. I told you guys at the very start that you probably have a much better chance of winning fail than you do of winning flexes. So, yeah. Alright, well, goodbye to Ezra's Monkey for playing a very good game, but I'm completely unnecessary under promotion. Unnecessary. Okay, next up, we got this game by Caillou. Knights are my fav. I troll my friend with them as much as possible. Played as black. Fail. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh? I mean, this is so winning. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, he does really like knights. This is... Oh my god, no. Broski! Yeah. I mean, I think we've all been there. We have all been there. But to do that in rapid... That's a tough one. Deserved. Okay, we have another fail coming! Yay, we got the fails! Played as white, choked at end of a tournament, slightly confused duck. I play a lot and just troll, that's very valid. Honestly, I wish I would do that more often. I feel like my chess is sometimes a tad boring. I should troll more. Pick up some brand new openings. Like, I can probably improve so much if I just spent like an hour studying. Oh my gosh, wait. What the? We just got ourselves checkmated here? Oh no! That's not good. I mean, it's not even that bad, but obviously bro was completely not lost. So yeah. That is definitely a big choke. Okay, next up, Robin, safe. Mine is a fail. I'm the black pieces. I got a brilliant knight sacrifice. And then completely missed maiden one after. And then I went on to lose the game. This makes me sick. Sad days, sad days. That is not good news. Oh, so they said they were playing black, right? Yeah, I mean, the opponent's opening is sus. Oh, wow, a brilliancy. So, if the pawn takes, I guess the rook's hanging, amongst other things. Oh my gosh. How fast the turns table. Okay, that's a fail. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fails. Yeah, that's not great. The table's turned. Similar. What the heck? What? Alright, I don't know what that is. It's a fail for just submitting a game that I don't even know what that game is. Played as black. I tried 3 times to underpromote into a knight. I'm still not sure what key you're supposed to press to avoid auto promotion. I don't know either. I have no idea. And I would never like to know. I would prefer to keep it that way. Oh, sorry, I should probably be having this on. Game review mode. I have no idea how to underpromote either. I almost looked like Ruffles. I was excited, and then I wasn't. I mean, what could go wrong? We have both horsies. Oh no, this is gonna be such a deserved stalemate. Oh, it's not even a stalemate. Bro just flagged. Why? How would you flag? How could you flag? I mean, red's just the perfect color for right now. We've got the Team Canada in the Olympics. We have Chinese New Year, which is red, and we got Valentine's Day. All in one go. Tomorrow, we're going to be hitting the Holy Trinity. We're going to go skating. We're going to go buy flowers and give them out to strangers. And then we're going to go get some Chinese food. How cool is that? I feel like that's a very, like, Canadian Valentine's Day. We're gonna do the Holy Trinity. Chinatown will be fun. Yeah, we're gonna buy flowers from vendors who, well, I guess every vendor probably has done well this season. So, you know, there's that. Okay. There's probably nobody that needs extra support. I feel like there's, during the regular year, there's always small businesses that need support. But we'll see. We'll see. Yes, some good vibes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean, this isn't even that much of a fail. Bro just failed trying to underpromote into a knight to do the thing. Yeah, I think Slightly Confused Duck's game is just not actually that bad. This is way worse. Sorry, Confused Duckaroo. Alright! Oh, that's awesome. I've been watching Sliding Face First Down a Hill. Nice. I've been watching a little bit of the Winter Olympics. I heard the guy that was supposed to be like the absolute best in the world for figure skating from the US, Ilya or something, just like epically failed his program, which is happens, but usually I feel like people have been fairly consistent. I was hearing about how yeah, he finished 8th, and he's like the only person that can do a quad axel or whatever, and like can do backflips and wild stuff. All right, last game. Soon Martin played as Black. Yeah, ice hockey looks good. I think Canada's looking good. This better have some utilization of the horsies, or I'm gonna be very disappointed. Okay, okay. 1 horsey sack? I mean, it's a nice checkmate. I like the horsey sack. I really like it. I like the fact that you open up this king. I mean, we just have such good games today that unfortunately I don't think I can pin it, but this is absolutely on theme. And like, very, 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 very good. Oh, there's a French guy. I don't think it's quite pin-worthy. Maybe it is. We can take another look. It's not like crazy utilization of the horses. I mean, you do bring 1, and then you sack the rook, and then you sack the knight. I actually do think it's probably pin-worthy. I mean, this is just like a more advanced tactic straight up than that one guy who submitted one earlier. This one. Yeah, I think that one is just a direct upgrade. Sorry. I apologize. I'm not trying to quantify you by your tactical skills, but I do think that that one we just saw as a direct upgrade over this one. Yeah, I like it. I like it. For 1500 especially, I think this knight to c5 is a great distraction tactic. It's like literally a decoy, and then you get this discovered attack in. It's very good. It's actually really good. Nice. Okay. Thank you guys for submitting games for flexes and fails. We have 5 and 5, so we're gonna start with the flexes this week, and then we'll go on to fails. If you didn't get the chance to submit, you'll have an opportunity in 2 weeks, because we do these bi-weekly. Flex. Oh, no, I opened that one twice. Hema, flex. Wait, I have one extra one. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have all 5. Okay, I just can't count apparently. Correct! Believe it or not, Flex Friday has a theme. Not all of them are actually about submitting a horsey. Some of them are sacrificing other stuff, but believe it or not, to win a Flex Friday, you kind of need to flex. So if you don't flex, your game is not going to win. Okay, so we've got Hamilcar as our very first submitter over here, 969. Utilizing the horsey very well, getting their knight into the center of the board. What I really liked about this game is that the knight went from here to here to here to here, and then watch where it ends up, and then it ends up here. Now, usually knights on the rim are dim, and knights in the corner are even worse than dim. I don't have a word for it. But bro sacrifices the rook, gets that queen onto f7, opponent takes the rook, and bam! Look at that knight on a8. Not so dim after all, as a defense The bishop on c7, checkmating the king on d8. Knight on the corner is a goner, exactly. But not so much a goner. In fact, he's executing the black king all the way from a8. So that doesn't happen very often, and I really like that. So that's why this game deserves to be on Flex Friday. We'll go through all 5 of the games, and then at the end, you guys are going to be able to vote. No, he did not hang his queen. Queen was okay. Opponent already moved. So next up, Skrilosaurus Rex, 451. Knights are in the center of the board. Great utilization. Queen to f7. What an idea. Opponent castles, doesn't let him do that. That's fine. He does get the pawn on f7. Opponent plays king to h8, not realizing that he actually had to take with the rook here. Because watch this. The 451 finds knight to g6, double exclamation mark. Black is faced with an only move, right? You can't move the king anywhere, so they have to play h takes. And this is a very classic idea because now the h file is open and the white queen can go to h3. And after queen takes h4, this would have been checkmate. And all this was found by 450, which is pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Kind of a nice game. Alright, next up, we got this game by Gary Kasparov. Once again, the theme for this week was horses, because we got Year of the Horse coming up in 2-3 days. Actually 3 days, 4 days. And Gary Kasparov obviously has a lot of pressure on the opponent's king here, but you might be scratching your head, how do I get my pieces involved? Obviously, if my knight goes here, yoink, this is free. So what he does is he plays e5, sacrificing the bishop. And the opponent takes the bishop, and now he's got knight to f6, sacrificing the horsey, double exclamation mark. If the king moves, this is checkmate, so obviously the opponent takes, pawn takes, and then queen to g7 with that checkmate. So kind of a nice time for the Gary Kasparov. Okay, next up, we got this game played by Reggie. Reggie's game is a little different. You'll see very soon why that is. But Reggie played black pieces, did not have a spectacular start to his game. In fact, if anything, it was absolutely atrocious. He was down a queen, but he doesn't let that, you know, mess up his flow, and he continues his attack with his horsies, and actually manages to deliver checkmate on move 27, down a queen. This is one of the very few times I have seen a double knight checkmate in a middle game, if ever before. So yeah, I thought this game absolutely deserved to be pinned. It's really good. Okay, last but not least, we have this game by Sean Martins, who also played the French, similar to Reggie. Does not lose their queen in this one, however, maneuvers their horsies over to the queen side, because that is indeed where the king has castled. Launches a pawn storm, very pretty, chases the king around a little bit. Now the king might look like it's safe, but he plays rook takes a2, sacrificing the rook, drawing that king out. And then finds knight to c5, earning him a second double exclamation mark, because after pawn takes, which is a free knight, it looks like, he gets d4 in, and now the king is extra trapped, and he delivers checkmate. So, really nice games overall. Who deserves 50 buckaroos this week? We've got Hamil Carr. 131. We've got Skrilosaurus Rex. We got Gary Kasparov. We got Reggie. And we got Sean Martins. Some very, very, very different games here between the 5. Like, all of these games are honestly quite different. So if you vote, make sure you're voting for the game that you think deserves 50 bucks, or you can vote for yourself. I don't care. Yeah. Do I have time to create new accounts to vote multiple times? You probably do. I don't know how strict Twitch is. But if that's what you really wanted to do, I'm sure you could. Why not? But yeah, make sure you're voting for the one that you think deserves The flexiest flex. The 50 bucks. Should be a good time. You can say please. You can ask for your mom to help vote for you. Reggie was not a knight sack. Reggie was double checkmating with the horsies. A couple folks had knight sacks. Gary had a knight sack. Sean had a knight sack. Hema had a knight sack. Yeah, 3 people had knight sacks. So, it's a lot of fun stuff. A lot of really interesting games. Reggie managed to checkmate being down a queen with 0 brilliancies. Just straight up got that checkmate. Sign for you to never give up. Skrilosaurus as a 400 found knight to g6. Pretty impressive. Gary found e5 knight f6, which is also really impressive. This is like a multi-move tactic idea. Hamilcar found this rook stack over here. Got the knight on a8, which was really cute. Sean Martin found a rook sack plus a knight sack. And it's gonna go to Reggie! Who wins with 6 votes. Actually, really, really close. Did I leave this poll up for 5 minutes, or was it 3? That felt short. But congratulations to Reggie on winning. If you guys did not vote, well, now you know when and where you should vote. So do make sure you do so. Cool. Okay. Next up. Reggie, if you would like 50 bucks, you can message one of the mods. Or if you would like 55, you can message me. If you want extra $5, you can get it through Phenom. But congratulations to Reggie. It was a very, very nice double horsey checkmate. And you too can win 50 bucks every 2 weeks if you win this category. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have 4 fails pinned? Okay, somebody's fail is getting matted back on. I guess Starfish Prime is getting pinned. I guess. Wasn't even that much of a fail. Okay, cool. So for where did it go? For this week's fails, we've got Toto's, we've got Micah, we've got Ricardo, we have Connor, and we have slightly confused Duck. Oh, I didn't even realize they're 700 points lower than you. That's actually crazy. Oh, I completely didn't realize. I mean, that sort of changes things. Although, yeah. I mean, this was not a good game. That's for sure. Definitely not a good game. So Slightly Confused Duck is apparently actually 1900, playing against a 1270. Pretty big rating gap. Gets a really nice position out of the opening. Doesn't do much with it. Moves pieces around, shuffles pieces around. Honestly, I can relate. And then ends up playing, I don't know what, but this position, I suppose. Regardless, that's not what it matters, because he is still in a completely equal position if he just chooses the right square to go with his king. Instead, he goes to the one square where he can get checkmated. So, yeah, that's why Slightly Confused Duck's game is on here, losing against a 1200 as a 1900 in that fashion is never really a good time. Would not advise. Do not try it. Okay, next game, Connor McChicken. I don't know why this game is not loading in game review, but it basically doesn't matter. He actually delivers a brilliant with knight to e5 over here. Pretty on theme for the day. However, it doesn't really matter because this game was submitted as a fail regardless. So, bro is obviously completely crushing, is up 3 pawns, is up a rook, is up a few more pawns, is now up a knight and 4 pawns, is now up a queen, and then finds one of 4 different ways to stalemate. That's a 1 in 4 chance in this position, basically. It's about like 1 in 5, sort of. Yeah. No, more than that. There were 27. 4 by 7, so it's a 1 in 7 chance. So 1 in 7 chance to draw. And he finds it, so that's why this game is a fail. Okay, next up, we got this game by Rickadoo. Rickadoo is playing a friend. He's 1400. Plays a totally fine game, is honestly kind of like bullying his friend a little bit. I feel a little bad. He's got the exchange. He's, you know, utilizing his rook and queen. Is now up a whole queen. All that good stuff. Now has the opportunity to do the greatest thing ever, which is to promote 5 knights. We can all feel how this is going to go. He gets to 4 knights, and then accidentally stalemates. Instead of just pushing that pawn up to make another knight. Bro had 1 job, and he failed. And he has 6 minutes left on the clock. So, all kinds of not so great things here. Okay, next up, we got Mika. Micah is 600. However, they played really well. They actually earned themselves a brilliancy with knight to e3. Hitting that rook over there, a little discovered attack action. Completely winning in this position, might I add. And then they play rook to e8. Throwing away. Checkmate. In 1 move. Not the best game by Micah. In fact, one could argue it couldn't possibly have gotten worse. Nothing quite like having an opportunity to go for the 50 buckaroos after a beautiful knight sack as a 600, and then succumbing to mate in 1 a few moves later. That's peak 600 energy. Okay, next up, we got this game by Toto. Toto doing quite well until he was not. Is up a piece out of the opening. Actually, sorry, up 2 pieces coming out of the opening. My gosh, I didn't even see that. Okay, up 2 pieces, 2 minor pieces out of the opening. It's completely winning, obviously. Has those passed pawns, everything looks good, what could possibly go wrong? As it turns out, he could not figure out what the button was for under promoting. So he has 2 knights, is going for 3 more, and cannot figure out how to under promote, ends up having a bunch of queens, and actually ends up just flagging instead. Which is all kinds of disaster! All kinds of disaster. Alright, who deserves worst game of the week? And $25. Vote for the one that you think is the absolute worst. Slightly confused duck. Connor McChicken Jr. Ricardo. Seddon. Micah. Indigo. And Totos. Alright, good luck everybody. This week's theme is officially wrapping up after these games, but you can stay tuned for future themes. They're usually announced a week ahead of time because we do an arena a week before. So we alternate between arenas and Flex Friday. So yeah. I can give you a very sneak peek. A sneak peek. So if you want to be registered on Discord already, and then be able to set it all up. Should be a good time. But let me actually get that over as well. If you have not voted yet and you're on YouTube and you're like, how do I vote? Well, come on over to Twitch. And that is correct. We're not going to do another horsey theme for 12 more years after this. Because the next year of the horse is 2038. So, this was your one chance to flex your game. I know. Aw, man, you had one shot. And you did not submit an appropriate game. Well, you missed it. So, unlucky, I guess. Too bad. But we'll have other fun themes. It is going to be Lunar New Year coming up really soon, so we'll do a arena that's a little bit Lunar New Year related. And then, yeah, all that good stuff. So, save your best horsey game for in 12 years' time. Okay, I'll go to the bathroom really quick, so I will BRB. All right. Congratulations to Slightly Confused Duck on winning your fail of the week. If Ferrari wins Formula 1 championship, there'll be a horsey themed next Friday. Next year, horse comes first. I don't even know what the context to this is, but that's honestly probably true. If we, for some reason, have a reason to celebrate Formula 1 or Ferrari's win or something, who else has a horse as their logo? I mean, Lambo has a... Wait. No, I need to look this up. What does Lambo have? What's the logo? It's a bull. That's what I thought it was. It's like a bull. It's a charging bull. I knew it was some kind of quad-footed animal, but... yeah. Alright, congratulations to the duck. If you would like $30, you can message one of the mods. Or sorry, you can message me, and I will get that sent over to you on Phenom. If you would like $25, you can message one of the mods. Haas and Cadillac have a Ferrari engine. Well, Ferrari engine does not count. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. But yeah. So next week we're going to be doing an arena. So Flex Friday is going to be, once again, bi-weekly! But congratulations to everybody who submitted games. If you did not, unlucky. If you did get to, yay! And if you missed out on your opportunity, you can submit again in another week or so. I don't actually know what the theme's gonna be, so we are gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure that out. I don't actually know. I don't actually know. Usually I decide sometime between now and next Friday. So whenever I do decide that, it'll be a good time. But, okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of Bullet, but before we play a little bit of Bullet, I actually wanted to show you guys something really quick. Cause I have been working on this, with the team over at Kineto! If you guys want to check it out, feel free to do so. This is the site on which you can make it. But with Valentine's Day coming up, I made my own app. Ho ho ho. Where you can master the game of love. It's an app I made. Dude, I am such a Hello Kitty fan. I just don't have all my plushies right now because I had to move them. But basically, you can like test out your pickup lines over here. So for example, let's say I had a pickup line. What's a really bad one? Yeah, they handle deployment too. Okay, what about this? This is a classic. Your hand looks heavy. Can I hold it for you? So for example, let's say that's the one you want to do. You can go onto my app. And then you can consult the Grandmaster. C'est moi. Yo! Massmification! Thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Alright. It's telling me that I should be a little bit more chill with my opening line. Basically. I need to be a little bit more chill. I should be playing the ready. The game plan. We should be focusing on lighthearted, observant openers that invite response rather than demanding one. That's true. We should not be going up to somebody and asking, your hand looks heavy, can I hold it for you? I agree. Okay, let's try this one. If I buy you dinner, will you be my dessert? Let's see if this pickup line works. Consult the GM. Focus on being clever and observational rather than overly suggestive or aggressive. I am getting absolutely roasted by my own app. But yeah, that's what this is. If you guys wanted to check it out, you can make your own app for whatever you would like to do. I mean, honestly, Twitch chat can learn from that, which is cool too. But that was fun. All right, we're gonna play a little bit of Bullet. If anybody has any other pickup lines, now's a good time to share them, or keep it inside you forever. Oh my gosh, this one is actually so bad. Are you a judge? Because I'm feeling the need to court you right now. Oppa. My two favorite things are commitment and changing myself. Wait, I don't get it. How is that a pickup line? I don't understand. I am currently failing to understand how that is. Try the jeans one on Magnus. Honestly. Should absolutely be trying that one on Magnus. I'm sure he would take it well. I don't know what that is either. Wait, am I on the right account? Yes, I am. Nice. Oh, the mustache? Honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty indifferent. Like, I just don't care. I don't know if it makes sense when I say, like, I don't really care what people look like. Basically at all. Unless you're in a fashion magazine. And the concept is, like, editorial fashion or makeup. Other than that, like, if you're not in a place to be judged, I just don't care at all. So, I have given it 0 thoughts. He'll flip the table on you. I actually saw that he was playing chess against his wifey, which is kind of cute. Kind of cute, kind of cute. Gotta love Ella. Yeah. It's not even that it's artistic snobbery or anything. I just don't have time in my life to care about whether or not somebody has a mustache. In, like, the most polite way possible. I just could not give 2 shits about your facial hair. Or anybody else's facial hair, for that matter. Like, it just impacts my life 0% whether or not somebody has a beard. Or if somebody doesn't have a beard. So why would I put any brain cells into it when I have much bigger problems? But that's just how I think about everything. It's like, the only time I will actively think about stuff like that, like I said, is if they are a model walking runway for Christian Dior or Versace or something, and I happen to be, like, watching this season's runway show in New York or Milan, wherever it is. Like, if it happens to be they walked in this show and it just doesn't fit the vibe or something, maybe I'll have a thought. But other than that, I just really don't care. I just don't care at all. Like, if my friends have a beard, I just don't care. I don't know. Like, I might say nice beard or something. I just... My unconsciousness does not rate the appearance. My unconsciousness doesn't even like process their appearance, if that makes sense. I would definitely be the type of person who, if I had a girlfriend and they got a haircut, I would just not notice at all. Like, until somebody comes to me and is like, oh, can you rate my hair or something, I just don't really, like, my brain just doesn't process that. Yeah, I know. No, literally. I don't know. It's just not something I think about at all. The only time I will think about it, like I said, is if somebody comes up to me and is like, it's like ChatGPT or something. I like log this into your head that I have changed my appearance. That's the only time I will notice something like that. I would definitely say I recognize people, but I don't think my brain works that way. Like, I don't judge. I don't care in the nicest way. Like, I will recognize you. I just don't have any interest unless you ask me to have an interest in your appearance. I don't have an interest in you, if that makes sense. Like, if somebody has the worst outfit ever, or whatever, in my head, I just don't really care at all. I might not come up to you to talk about fashion with, sure, but it's not like, in my head, I'm just not worried about it at all. This applies to, like, everything. Like, I need... If my friends have outfit issues, or if they want my suggestion, they will verbally tell me. Until they verbally tell me, like, sure, I'll point out if, like, their zipper isn't zipped up, but I just won't say anything. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I just have so many other things going on in my life. Like, I don't care if you wore red with purple. Now, I will care if that's on, like, if your runway show is terrible. Chanel has been having a banger year, but I've complained about Chanel many times previously. So, yeah. My brain bandwidth is so valuable in other areas. I just do not have the bandwidth for what people look like or their outfits or whatever. Howl's Moving Castle. I love Princess Mononoke. I actually have. Oh my gosh. You brought up Studio Ghibli. Ah! Oh my gosh, I zapped my earbuds with the static. But I have a cute blanket that has like Princess Mononoke and Howl's Moving Castle and all that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I got no plans for my hairstyle tomorrow. We'll wake up and see what it looks like. As usual. True, Aku, true. But did they actually, there was a runway where they invited all streamers in Paris recently. That was kind of sick. All menswear. That was kind of cool. I have no idea what my makeup's gonna look like tomorrow. We'll figure something out. I have no plans. But I like my Princess Mononoke. Did my earbuds break? Or is it just the music? Music's not really quiet. Music's not really quiet. Yeah, we're gonna go skating, and then we're gonna go buy some, flowers from local florists for people. And then I would probably find some Chinese food. We're gonna do the Holy Trinity. Since it's Valentine's Day, Winter Olympics, and Valentine's Day, Winter Olympics, and Lunar New Year. All three in one. Skating, flowers for people, and Lunar New Year. And yeah, we're getting the full trinity. The full experience. It's gonna be fun. It'll be a really good time. But that is the plan for tomorrow. It's almost Lunar New Year. I'm excited. We're gonna start early. We're starting at 2. I really like skating. Figure skating. Mostly. But I don't know. Is the lake still frozen? I think so, yeah. We're not going skating on the lake. I found a different skating rink. It's still gonna be really cute. It's a little different than Nathan Phillips. I'm hoping it's gonna be less busy, but it's not gonna be the lake. Hopefully it's not too busy. Although it is Valentine's Day. So I guess everybody and their mother is gonna be out and about. So yeah, that'll be a good time. But we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully no Zamboni wait. My skating elo is probably like 1500. I can skate backwards and stuff. I haven't skated in literal years since before the last time. But I used to be able to skate really well. I used to play ice hockey pretty competitively. Loved ice hockey. I mean, I grew up in Finland, so like, I went skating every single day as a kid during winter. That or skiing. I'm also really good at cross-country skiing. Not really something that you'll ever see me do because I found it boring AF. But technically, I'd probably be decent at biathlon, which is the ski shooting concept. I cannot do any, like, tricks. I can skate on one foot. But yeah, skating backwards is about as crazy as it gets. Yeah, it's not that hard to skate. I know it's, like, can seem hard to be able to skate, but it's not that difficult. Oh, that's so fun. Have fun skiing next month. I'm so jealous. I haven't gone skiing downhill in a long, long time. I wish I could go downhill skiing. Cross country is supposed to be really good for like your cardio basically. It's basically just pure cardio, but I don't like it that much. I agree. Cross country skiing should be strictly by necessity, but I was also watching a random TikTok of like cross country skiers going uphill and the amount of what is it called when you have like crazy amounts of oxygen intake or something or out. I don't know the specific details, but apparently it's crazy stuff. Yeah. Well, I've tried snowboarding once. It didn't end well, so never again. VO2 max. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Their VO2 max is crazy. Inline skating? Is that like speed skating? Speed skates are interesting, like physically, the back of the skates are not attached to the back of their, like, the blades are not necessarily attached, so. Yeah. Oh, rollerblades? I've never gone rollerblading. Well, okay, that's not true. I have definitely gone rollerblading as a kid in Finland, but it's probably been 20 years. I am not a huge fan of rollerblading. I very strongly prefer to be on ice. I actually don't know what Nordic Combine is. I'm a big ski jumping fan. I like ski jumping a lot. Ski jumping was only introduced for women at the Olympics in like the Vancouver Olympics, which I guess was 12 years ago now. I can't remember how many years ago it was. Oh, really? That's sick. Yeah, I would love to do Nordic combined, but... I mean, I'm honestly okay just watching the ski jumping part. I don't really need to watch cross country. I've experienced it. I understand the concept. I don't see a reason to do it. I don't enjoy cardio sports. Like, almost at... Well, I like swimming a lot. I will do anything if it's in the water. I would live in water if I could. I would literally just, like, yeah. I wish I could be a mermaid. But I can't, so... The next best thing is being able to go for laps at the pool or something. But yeah, no, cross-country skiing is not that fun for me to watch, personally. I get the concept. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff. Ski jumping is actually kind of crazy with how little you need to do to be able to get so much more lift. Like, even the slightest amount of, like, a little bit more helps you so much with being able to go further. So, there's some crazy scandals in ski jumping. Crazy stuff, but good luck to Poland. Yeah, there's some fun stuff. We don't need to repeat it over here, in case we have some kids listening right now. Misclicked! Ah! I don't understand why there are judges in ski jumping either. It's specifically so you hit the T-pose when you land, no? Isn't that literally what it's for? Like, you get judged based on your landing, you have to hit the T-pose? To my understanding, that's basically it. I don't know if they get judged on anything else. But, yeah, they've been hitting some, like, crazy distances in ski jumping. Well, distance is all VAR these days. I mean, you just... But, like, when you land, you gotta land on, like, one knee forward and, like, with your arms out, and you're trying to hit the tee, and it's whatever. I don't know. I think that's the only thing you actually get judged on. Oh, they also judge you on how you look in the air? Interesting. Telemark in Polish. It's telemark in English, too. I just call it T-pose. No, there's other stuff in ski jumping. I don't really know why. I feel like at this point, it should just be purely distance. Why is it not distance? It should just be distance. Only distance. Nice. Of course they did. Red Bull doing Red Bull things. I would like to try ski jumping one day in my life. That's on the bucket list for sure. But in general, I also just really miss skiing. I would absolutely love to go skiing. $30 minutes to get to the top, 1 minute 50 to get down. I've jumped before with skis over, like, those slopes they have on your... What's it called? On, like, ski run, like Black Diamond ski runs or something, but it's not very big. Nothing crazy. I've never done anything crazy. I definitely did not get a lot of airtime, so... No, I have not watched that. I've heard of it, though. Definitely heard of it. No, I've never done skydiving. I've never done bungee jumping, either. I've done scuba diving. The opposite. I've gone deeper in water. But, no, not in the air. I would love to, though. It's just so, inconvenient to do. It's not like you can just call up one day and be like, hey, I just want to go, you know. I have scuba dived in the Bahamas and Belize and Mexico and anywhere else? No, I think those are the 3. Yeah. I did cenote diving in Mexico, actually. So they were like caves. I've done deeper diving. I've done night dives in Belize, which were really cool because you could see octopi scuttling around. Octopi are so cool. I saw a lot of octopus while in Belize. I think that was the coolest. I freaking love octopus. Not to eat, as they're just cute. And when I was in Belize, there were a ton of... I am PADI certified. Yeah, I got that in the Bahamas. There were a lot of nurse sharks in Belize. And they follow you around like puppies. They're like doggos, sea doggos. They're just... Because we are hunting for lionfish, because lionfish are an invasive species in Belize, you can bring a little harpoon thing to hunt them, basically. And they follow you around, because, yeah. Sometimes the divers take the lionfish home to eat, because you can also eat them, and they don't taste bad, apparently. But you can also just feed it to the nurse sharks, and they're really cute, and they follow you. So yeah, that's a really cool Belize experience. I'm trying to think what else is really cool. No, Belize is awesome. I really like scuba diving in the Bahamas, too. Nice waters. That's not good. Cenote diving is kind of crazy. There were some cenotes that had been, like, cut off from water, like fresh water, for so long. It was basically just still, it was still fresh water inside, but the water was so still. They had logs in there from millions of years ago, and it basically was like untouched. Like, that water has been there for millions of years. Yeah, actual cave diving. It was really, really insane. I went as like a very small group. It was like me, a friend, and then this girl, and then like one of the girls got stuck on the very top of the cave, and it was like a bit of a gas moment because the instructor had to go save her. Like, she had too much oxygen in her lungs, basically. So, like, if you go... like, if you inhale big, that's what causes you to rise up. You have to wear these weights that are kind of, depending on your weight, obviously, that, like, put you down in the water. Because you constantly have, like... You breathe when you're underwater, right? You have to breathe through your tank. So if you get too much air into your lungs, you float up. She got stuck, and that was a little scary for her, honestly. Yeah. It's like, just cave. Yeah, no, they did one that I was like, there is no shot I am going in that cave. I am sorry. I'm a little claustrophobic too. I only did the bigger caves, but there was this one cave that was extremely, like, tight. And there was, like, a passageway. And in my head, whenever I hear that, I'm just like, this sounds like such a recipe for disaster, and I absolutely do not need to do that. I love open water. I don't love, like, cave water. I don't really have any need of being stuck in a tiny little space without much movement. That just doesn't sound fun to me. But, yeah. No, that was one of the... If I had done that dive, that probably would have been one of the crazier dives. But I was like, I'm good, thanks. Going into this thing that I barely fit with my tank seems like a recipe for disaster. No way. But yeah, I like nurse sharks. They're cute. I mean, I'm sure it's totally safe. There's probably, like, you know, 1,000 tourists a year that do that dive, but I was just good. I was just good. I already did 2 other dives that day, and I was like, you know what? I'm chilling. Yeah. I just don't need to do it. The nurse sharks? I'm sure they could bite. They don't seem interested in biting, though. One of them had a little diamond on his head, and like, it was really easy to identify him, and it was so cute because you could tell it's the same nurse sharks that follows you around for miles and miles. They just know where people go diving, and they're like, haha, I know we might get fed. They're literally just dogs in that way. They just follow you around. They follow the scuba diving boats that you take out. It's really cool. Freaking love scuba diving. 10 out of 10 experience in Billy's. Would go again. Yeah, it's so nice. This guy has managed to lose all their pawns, but I got... We just gotta take all of these to get the draw at the very least. Yeah, I know, Mazzy. I just do not need to be one of those people that gets talked about. Not the way that I want to be talked about. I don't know, man. I like taking risks. I just want to avoid situations where it would be a very painful death if the worst came to worst. Does that make sense? I don't really have a problem with, like, scuba diving. Or... sharks. Or, like, jumping out of a plane. That doesn't scare me. But, like, a slow, painful death because I got trapped in a cave, that sounds rough. Like, I just... No thanks. I'm good. So, yeah. That's the way I see it, at the very least. If it's, like, sudden impact because my parachute didn't open, alright. Unlucky. I guess I could have also not gone on that dive, but... yeah. That's just how my brain thinks. Oh, I agree. Buried alive is the worst. I mean, I'm sure I'll go skydiving one day. It's on the bucket list. Yes, it is the shock stress. I literally messaged her and I was like, girl, I messaged her about like every single outfit she has whenever she does broadcast. I'm just like, where'd you get that? She's like, it's money. I was like, okay, I will ask them. But yeah, they send this dress to me. So. Oh, so it's pretty unlikely that my chute won't open. Got it. That's good to know. I don't think I actually knew. I mean, the other interesting thing about skydiving or falling out of the air is that at some point we all reach terminal velocity. So, like, technically you can only fall out of the sky so fast. Because, like, at some point you can't fall out of the sky any faster. What an interesting thought, no? I always thought that was absolutely fascinating. Like, I thought that was absolutely fascinating. That you can calculate... Well, yeah. So... I would love to be able to be good at doing tricks. Yes. Oh, you know what else I recently watched? I watched Men's Super G. Now that was kind of cool. Those guys go really fast. I like moguls. I like skiing in general, I would say. I like sports where you gotta go down a hill fast. Those always seem fun to me. Nice trick, bro. We're not falling for it. Oh. I am unfortunately not much of an Arc Raiders type of person. I would be an absolute nuisance to everybody in the general vicinity. I think we can save us and them from that experience. Yes, I have. What have I watched that's like really, really cool? That's my queen. Arc Raiders is boring to watch, really? Isn't it all about the human interaction? From what I heard, it's so much less. Well, I mean, obviously you can play it two ways. You can go about it the shooter way, and then you can go about it like... I don't know, I understand the appeal. I get it. I understand why you would enjoy it. It can be fun. I just am not very good at shooting. So, like, to play a game where I don't have any friends... If I had friends, it would be such a different story. I would play with, like, a full lobby with friends, for sure. I just could not solo queue that game. Like, yeah. It's like PvP zombies can't win. Making friends? Heck no. I do also have bad motion sickness. This is a true statement. Also, this is kind of a fun tactic. Does it work? I don't think it does. I think he has this. Oh my gosh. No! The reverse sack! So if he had taken my queen, I would have been able to take this, but then he has this. But my, like, go-to game right now is Neo 3. I really like Neo 3. It's quite similar to, Wukong. Black Myth Wukong, but with Mokokos! Sorry, I'm sure Neo 3 would not like me calling their Kudamas or whatever they're called Mokokos, but it's basically Mokokos. Freaking love. Whatever it's called when you have to go find, like, the side quest things in video games, like not actually doing the story related quest, but doing like the silly little things like finding the random hidden plants in this corner of the room, like whatever that thing is. I freaking love it. I love doing that. There's something about that that just tickles my brain, and I don't know why. I don't know who here has played Lost Ark, but I really like Lost Ark. It's not even exploring. It's like... I like searching for Mokokos. Yeah. Yes! I like searching for Mokokos. That is my favorite activity of Lost Ark. I mean, not literally. But... No, not hoarding. I feel like I have to show an example so you understand. Oh, he can't take that. It's like these little things that you gotta go do. Oh man, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, wait, let me just ask. What type of activity is Mokoko hunting in video game terminology? Oh, collectibles hunting. I love collectible hunting. And not so much hidden Easter egg. I like collectibles hunting. That's what I enjoy doing in video games, rather than necessarily progressing the game itself. I think it's because it's easier. Really? Everybody dislike that? No way. I like doing that so much. No, it's just like a video game. It's just part of the game. You can level up skills, or you can get, like, cool aesthetics, stickers, whatever. It's basically hoarding. Yeah. You hate Mokoko. That's so funny. No, I haven't played Uncharted series. But yeah, I really, really, really enjoy collectibles hunting. That's my type of video game. I don't even really necessarily like side missions that much. It's just collectibles. But yeah, Neo 3 has been my go-to. It's a classic collectathon. I would play a lot of Fort if, like, I actually had a viewer base for it, but I can't think of a game that the average AkaNemsko channel viewer would like to watch less than Fortnite. Like, I just do not think that there is much crossover. Specifically Fortnite. It's not even other shooters. It's just very, very, very specifically Fortnite. I think that there's not a lot of crossover for. Like, I can see people watch me play Valorant. I can see people watch me play CSGO. But Fortnite? I don't know, man. What am I? Fortnite? Thank you. I've never played Dark Souls, but I like Elden Ring. Fortnite's not meant for adults? Really? I don't know about that. Oh, bro, I'm really bad at games that require, like, controller mechanics are just not my thing. Hey, buddy. You don't see me in a Call of Duty league. Or anything like that. You do see me in Balatro leagues. Playing poker tournaments. Speaking of poker, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're hopping over to Twitch! Oh, I can't build. I would play the no build mode. For sure. If you're watching on YouTube, come on over to Twitch. We're gonna be playing a little bit of poker. Yeah, they have no build mode. Just play no build mode. I would accidentally kill so many people. And I wouldn't even feel bad about it. I think the very first time I played a game of that style that had like the end kind of impacted. Anyways, yeah, probably so many people died. I didn't love I never played the game. I only watched the show. I didn't love the show. So, probably not playing the game. Alright, goodbye YouTube. Come on over to Twitch. Tomorrow we'll be back around 2 p.m. Eastern with some IRL streams. But